Zachary Cockerham. We'll get the tail of the tape. 29 years old on the side of Zach Cockerham, and we've got a 3-inch reach advantage on the side of Jayden Hunt.
Our sixth bout this evening is brought to you by Major FAC, KC's leading cannabis culture company. Fighting out of the blue corner, Zachary Cockerham! And fighting out of the red corner, Jayden Hunt! Here we go! Let's make some noise!
FAC veteran Curtis Bissell, the head coach of Zachary Cockerham. As we start bout number 6, fast on the low kicks is Zachary Cockerham.
Cockerham lands 2 big low kicks, but then has a football tackle of an entry for the takedown to no avail. That was very telegraphed. He's going to want to clean that up a little bit if he wants to secure a takedown.
And he's been no stranger to these dogfight kind of fights so far, so he's going to look to close that distance, as soon as possible.
Jayden Hunt keeping his hands a little low for my liking. The bladed stance of Jayden is why the low kicks of Cockerham are landing. It's harder to check from a bladed stance, as he almost lands a big cross counter on Cockerham.
Money push kick by Jayden Hunt sits Cockerham down for just a moment. Yeah,
that was this is Sparta kick that sat down Zach Cockerham temporarily.
Good right hand on the entry by Cockerham. These guys are swinging.
If Cockerham swings in combinations, he can catch Hunt just because he's keeping his hands a bit low and trying to rely on head movement to dodge these shots.
Big knees right there from Cockerham in the clinch. One way or another, he was going to get his hands in this clinch position. Working on a single leg in the trip, but Jayden Hunt doing a good job with his balance so far.
Tries to step around.
And a big takedown there by Cockerham.
Yeah, good on Cockerham. Switches from a single leg to a double leg. Locks his hands behind the legs. Push, pull, secures the takedown as he finds himself here in top half guard.
Smothering pressure by Cockerham right here. Up against the cage and right in front of his corner.
Jayden Hunt trying to use the fence to get up, but it's tough in this position.
Slides over into mount. Smoothly does Cockerham.
Jayden Hunt has 2 choices here. He can move his back off the fence and give up the full bound position where he's going to have a better job of trying to get out, or he can try to do what he's doing now, which is just explode up. He chooses the latter, gives up full mount, but now he needs the technical escapes from here. The bucks, the athletic movements just won't work. We've seen it all night. You want technical escapes. You're in a checkmate position. If you're mounted or someone has your back, I consider those checkmate positions. So now you have to work twice as hard and have these technical escapes to get out.
And he's only got 30 seconds to do so, Jeff, but he's working to get up. But right now, Cockerham just banking that top time.
Yeah, and you can tell from the choices Jayden Hunt's making that there's some inexperience from this position. He's hugging onto the head, not really looking to explode at certain times, but not really doing the right things to get out.
Cockerham looking to end round number 1 with some strikes, with some ground and pound. He's doing a good job of maintaining that position right here, and he's surely going to look to get the fight to the ground in round number 2. And there's the flurry we talked about. You knew Cockerham was going to end the round with a bang. He's fired up, and so are we. That's into round number 1.
Yeah, he was acting like he won that fight right there. The fight still continues, 2 more rounds to go, and we've seen it a lot tonight where someone loses the first round and comes back. So I like the confidence of Cockerham, but don't get it twisted. There's much more of this fight to go. However, we saw a blatant hole in the game of Jayden Hunt there, not really knowing what to do. So there's some inexperience there. Here in the Major FAC replay, we see Cockerham throwing combinations, but beautiful deep push kick from Jayden Hunt that sits down Cockerham. Good knees by Cockerham in the clinch, and here we see that big double leg.
Smooth, just
yeah. Cockerham moves to mount, where he was able to land some good ground and pound shots, especially the last 10 seconds. Started to frame on the head to be able to get some space and land these shots. Good first round for Cockerham. If I'm Cockerham, I'm putting him right back in that spot. I'm shooting for a takedown early on, and I'm saying, hey, you didn't do a great job of getting off your back last time. I'm gonna try to do that again.
We will see the game plan from both fighters, I'm sure, in the corner of Jayden Hunt, Miles Johns, and Trey Ogden definitely had some advice for their fighter tonight. We start round number 2. And there's a push kick on the side of Cockerham.
I don't know if that went to the groin or if that went to the body. I would like to see that again.
His Hunt was definitely moving during that attack.
And it also looked like Cockerham decided not to pounce, maybe because he thought he did commit a foul. Nevertheless, fight goes on.
We move on, and there's a powerful entry by Cockerham, and he just muscles him to the ground.
Yeah, good timing, and finds himself back in top mount. And again, this is a checkmate position, so if Hunt doesn't show us anything different from the first round where he didn't really know what to do from there, he's gonna stay here, but chooses a good time to explode as Cockerham looks to put up a triangle, possibly pushes on the hips to try to get.
Yeah, good job by Cockerham right now. Just
goes for the triangle, gets the angle too,
and landing some punches in this position. This guy will try to hit you from any angle.
It's gonna be tough for Cockerham just because he has shorter legs, but if he does get to fully lock this behind his knee, someone with shorter legs is just that much more powerful in the triangle. Let's see what Cockerham decides to do with this. He's gonna have to pull his head in. We saw it in the last fight with Peyton Moore. He was able to finish it from pulling the head in.
And this is super tight. Jayden Hunt unable to escape this position for the time being. And that is all she wrote. It's Zach Cockerham getting his first victory, and he does it by finishing Jayden Hunt tonight with the triangle. It was beautiful. Back-to-back triangles here at FAC, and Cockerham's in the win column and loving it.
For someone with shorter legs like Cockerham, he has to do exactly what he just did, which is he locked up the triangle initially, not tight at all. It was barely on his other ankle, but then pushes on the hip with the knee to secure the angle, and then is able to fully lock it up. And that did look like a low
kick, yeah.
groin shot. There on the replay, we kind of saw it did land on the groin. The fight continued on, and we saw a good time takedown, good entry, and took the back temporarily, ended up going for the triangle off his back. And there, that right foot
there.
going to the knee is what helps secure it. Someone with shorter legs, it's tough to get triangles, but when you get them, golly, they're that much more tighter, because if you got big legs, they're short and compact, you get a squeeze on them. And it looked like Hunt made a mistake, similar to what Scott did in the previous fight, where they stand up, but then they give the angle away, and that's what makes the choke that much tighter. Learning lesson for both these guys. Good experience. They're both going to get better from this fight, but congrats.
We'll get our final decision from our ring announcer, Jason Nibbins.
Ended at 1 minute and 33 seconds of the second round. Your winner by triangle, Zachary Cockerham.
And that is your victor tonight. Zach Cockerham getting into the win column. You could tell it was only a matter of time for this young prospect. He has shown a lot of promise in his first couple fights in FAC. I'm sure we'll see him back and against another tough opponent, but tonight he's the victor and gets his first finish. Congratulations to Zachary Cockerham.
Yeah,
but now,
sorry, Josh, much deserved
go ahead.
First fight. Finally gets in the dub column, so
Yep.
that's big. That's big for the confidence, and I'm sure we'll see both these guys back.